Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Yesterday I posted how to quiet your mind. This is part 2 because I said that my journey started when I went through Dark Night of the Soul. I don't want anybody to think you have to go through that. That's just what happened with me. Also, the hypnotherapy was a multifaceted part for me. It helped me quiet my mind. It taught me how to clear the chatter in my head. Yes. But it also helped me get to my subconscious, which, like I said in yesterday's video, that's how you work on you. And this is before I even knew what theta healing was. Theta healing has shifted my entire world. It is everything I ever wanted to do in one package. It covers everything. It's amazing. And so you don't have to take exactly what I do. If it doesn't resonate with you, it's okay. And that's why I say you have to open your mind and start digging. Start being a sponge. Start absorbing things that things that do resonate with you. If hypnotherapy is not your thing, don't do it. If start out praying, start out wanting to get close to God. Start out wanting to get to be the best person you can be. I mean, when I started, I didn't realize there was anything wrong with me. And that's how screwed up I was. But we're all here to learn a lesson, and that was part of my lesson. That's why I came back here, to work on me and to go through what I've gone through to help others get through that. Because I can tell you, the shadow work, the looking at the inside part of you that you don't like seeing isn't easy. It's not. I mean, I used to, everything was everybody else's fault. Everybody else was why I was miserable. And it wasn't them, it was me. And I didn't realize that until Jiminy, until I started digging and looking for answers. So, and I didn't start out thinking that I needed to work on me. I just wanted to open my head and open my third eye so I could communicate with animals. Things happen for a reason. They all, God will get you where you're supposed to go eventually. Some of us are a little hard-headed, like me. Some of us, get it pretty quick. I wasn't one of the quick ones. So, but now I got it. And it's like I can't get there fast enough. Of course, that's always been my case. But anyway, like I said, doing the work you have to do to open yourself up to vibrate higher at a higher frequency for us to move into this new world. You got to get rid. You can't fly if you've got an anchor tied around your ankles. The only thing that anchor's going to do is suck you to the bottom of the ocean and drown you. That's where I was. I was being sucked to the bottom of the ocean. I was drowning in misery and anger and hatred. It wasn't until I cut that cord and released that anchor that I could float to the top and learn how to fly. And when the vibration that just shot through me is amazing. I'm telling you, this stuff is powerful. It is beyond anything I can even explain to you. I just wish I could snap my fingers and get everybody beyond where you are. If you're suffering, if you're struggling, if you're, wherever you are, if you're not vibrating at the highest possible frequency that you can vibrate at, I wish I could fix that for you, but I can't. I'm here to help, I mean, when I when I found out about theta healing, it it was like the answer to my prayers. But I can tell you, if I hadn't done the shadow work that I had done before, if I hadn't cleared the negative beliefs, the limiting beliefs, the baggage, the everything that I had cleared before, theta healing wouldn't have worked, because your body can only hold so much information. It's like a cup. When your cup is full, it doesn't matter what it's full of. You can't put anything else in it. My cup was full, but it was full of crap. So once I started dumping out and getting rid of the crap, it left room for the good stuff, the positive stuff, the amazing stuff that God had for me. You know, it's it's amazing. So again, doing that work sometimes is uncomfortable. More people, trust me, I have cried, I have screamed, I have yelled, but it's what needed to happen to release the negative stuff. When I do a theta healing session, it's amazing what comes out of it. The one I did the other day, I got most of the way through it, and I was looking at the lady I was working on, and all of a sudden, it was like her hair started glowing. It's because the darkness was gone. It was amazing. I told her, I said, I don't know if the light shifted in your hand. The light did shift because I could feel it leave, the darkness leave. I felt it leave. So I looked at her, I said, you are glowing. And I remember the very first session I ever did when I finished class. This woman, when I went in, was in tears. She was borderline suicidal. She was completely depressed. She didn't think God loved her. She thought he had forsaken her and just pitched her aside. And when I did my work and I did the digging and found out what was going on, and I released those limiting beliefs, her fears, her traumas, her guilt, all of that stuff, and then I released the negative energies, and I'll tell you, that session, to be my first, was crazy, because I was sitting there, and when it dawned on me that the story she was telling me wasn't adding up, because she was seeing things happen in her house, and she thought it was her ex-husband breaking in at night and doing this, and it wasn't adding up to me. And all of a sudden, God told me, he's like, it wasn't her ex-husband. It's this energy that's in her house. When that hit me, I felt it stand next to me because it tried to intimidate me. And of course, me being me, I just kind of smiled and I was like, You have no idea." And I know you probably, some of you probably think I smoke weed or bigger things. I know I don't. This is how this is how amazing it is. But I saw in my mind, in my mind's eye, my third eye, I saw Michael grab this thing by the throat and hold it against the wall until I got done because he was there to protect me. And Michael's always with me, always. He's my guardian angel. But when I told her, I said, this is what's causing this stuff to happen in your house. And when I released it, I literally, because right before I released it, she looked at me and she was just tears flowing. And she's like, "Pam, is this ever going to get any better?" And I said, "Yes, it will." I said, "I've got one more thing to do." When I cleared that energy, I literally felt the energy lift off of me. She felt it lift. When I looked at her, she was glowing, literally. I've never seen a black woman glow so much. It was like there was a flashlight inside of her. She was smiling and she said, "I feel so much clearer. I feel like the weight has been lifted off of me. I feel like God loves me again. And I know He does." So, and even to today, she's so much better. She's in such a better place. I mean, I can't tell you how many times she's thanked me and sent me messages, and just, it's amazing when you can get rid of the negative crap that's holding you down, whatever it is. Even if I just released, because if I hadn't released the guilt is what brought that energy to her. If I hadn't released the guilt and I just released the energy, another energy would have come in and taken its place. That one is gone. I sent it into God's light. It's gone. It won't come back. So, but if I hadn't released the low vibration, it would have attracted something else. So, like I said, it's amazing to see this stuff happen and to see these people that I've worked with. I cannot even, I don't do anything. I'm the facilitator. God does it all. He works through me to do this stuff. Michael protects me, and I'm just a conduit for God's energy. That's it. And like I said, you can't raise your vibration. You can't rise when you've got something pulling you down. So let's cut that cord and learn to fly. Open your mind, reach out to me, learn whatever you are interested in. Just start somewhere. It's a process. God will, and ask God to help you, because that's what he wants. He wants to help you. He will put people in your path that will give you answers when you ask for his help. So anyway, I don't want people to think they have to go through dark night of the soul before they start this process. I don't want people to think they have to do hypnotherapy. You don't have to take the steps I did. That's just how I did it. Again, if you can already meditate, you're light years ahead of where I even started. All I knew was to pray. And then God sent the hypnotherapist to me. It was, when I look back on that situation, it's the only way it happened. He put her in my path. He's put everybody else in my path because I've asked, How do I do this? Help me get better. Help me, whatever. And when I found the person that taught me the class in Theta healing, she's one of the few people that also clears the negative energies because most people don't want to do this. That's why I said I'm a spiritual fireman. I go places and do things that nobody wants to go in a burning house except for a fireman. Nobody wants to deal with these energies, but some of us that are called to do this and chosen to do this work, you know? So, and the fact that my Theta healing teacher, I'm in Virginia. She's in California. What are the chances of me finding one of the few Theta healers that deals with the negative energy that I felt called to do all along? You know, God's amazing. He will put the people in your path to help you get to where you're supposed to be. Just start by asking. Just start by praying. And then listen. And when you can stand in front of the mirror and tell yourself that you are a beautiful being of light, you are light, you are love, and you love yourself. And it's not an arrogant thing at all. You're supposed to love yourself. The feeling that comes over you, the vibration that you put out, gives me chills. So that is where I want everyone to be. Will everyone get there? No. Some people, most of the people I talk to are like, yeah, you're whatever. You're crazy. You're dreaming. That's okay. If this is my dream and it makes me happy, okay. And if I'm in it by myself, at least I'm happy, and at least I know I love me, and I at least know God loves me. And I am here to be his light, to shine, to help others get to where they're supposed to be. Through their darkness, I will be God's flashlight. So anyway, that's it. Pretty much. So if you have a question, if you want to reach out to me, I'll put my email in the description. Like, subscribe, share this, whether it helps you or you know someone else that it can help. That is truly what I'm here for. I want to I want to help more people shine and be free and feel like the world has lifted off their shoulders. If I can do it, if I did it for me with the crap that I was carrying, it's possible for everybody. And if I've done it for everybody else that I've done it for, why can't I do it for you? Why, again, I don't do anything. God does all of it. I just facilitate the process. So anyway, I just happen to know what to ask and how to dig to get to what it is that's really bothering you or that's really the anchor. So anyway, I love you all, and I hope you have an amazing day, but I will talk to you later.